down to earth, and somebody like nobody gives a shit that she's in her car because she's delivering something from her heart. Like we said before, just being authentic. And so she's gonna multiple people will relate to her
100%
because she's just being her.
Hi, I'm John Timmerman, and Crunchy is my favorite food group.
I'm Rob Jogger. It's not the years, honey. It's the mileage.
And I'm Al Kutri, and my uncle shaves my back.
And we are the co-founders of the NoBull company.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Today's episode is brought to you by Straight Kraut the Kitchen. We hard as out here, but super soft when cooked in just 8 minutes.
What's up, NoBull Nation? Welcome to I'm a Little Buzzed. Straight out of Syracuse Studios. Syracuse is Syracuse's newest co-working space combining comfort, creativity, and community. Check them out at syracuse.com. This is the show where we bring a ridiculous amount of life to business, all while sharing a glass or can or mug of whatever makes us happy while sharing stories about what gets us buzzed. Rob, what's getting you buzzed?
Boys, I'm down 9 pounds on 75 hours.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, yeah. Yep, 36, day 36.
Go team, go.
Yep. So, digging
It's
it,
huge,
feeling
man.
good.
Day 36.
Day 36, halfway there.
Are you climbing yet?
I'm on day 12.
Ooh, good. You get a pound. You get a pound. You get a pound. You get a pound.
Everybody's getting a pound.
Yeah,
Al, what's getting you buzzed?
Day 12. Honestly, what's getting me buzzed is paint colors, specifically platinum.
What?
Like shiny?
No.
Oh.
Matte finish?
No. Satin. Eggshell.
Satin.
I never understood eggshell finish, but I still don't understand it.
Platinum eggshell.
And no, it's platinum satin for our new studio. I'm testing colors, working with an interior designer on it. So I'm pretty pumped about platinum paint colors, specifically platinum right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I kind of like the color of your hat. That might,
Boop. Syracuse.
Syracuse.
Hello. Heyo.
Yeah, I can pull out this pink. Not many guys can.
No, you totally can.
This guy.
Yeah. It's the complexion also.
It is.
It's not like me. But you got the tan, the pink. It just,
It's the olive meatball skin.
it's very Snooki-ish.
Oh, very snooky. Am I the male snooky?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
I hate
I was hoping you were going to have a
Straight
good
to the
reaction.
shore, baby.
It was good.
Yeah, how can you not have a good reaction? Am I going to get offended
don't know.
and leave?
I just actually pictured you walking
Like,
up and
what
out.
did you just call me? Did you just call me Snooki?
Hey Buzz Nation, are you a Gary Vaynerchuk fan? How about David Meltzer? How about Shay Rowbottom, Constance Schwartz Marini, and more? That's right, NoBull 2020 2.0 is coming up April 8th, 2021. Do you want a free ticket? I know how you can get one. Head over to empathywines.com and buy any 12 bottles of delicious Empathy, rosé, white, the red, and use the code NoBull2020 at checkout, and you will get a free $250 front section seating ticket to watch Gary, to watch Shay, and to watch all the amazing speakers April 8th. Head over to NoBull2020.com for more info, and we'll see you there. Well, I was gonna say, I still am buzzed about our studio. I'm super pumped. We're here. We're working through all our kinks and whatnot. But I'm equally as pumped about this.
Oh my
cooler.
gosh, are we going camping?
Oh, look at that.
This isn't new,
Oh,
but I am just so deprived of sports. I don't know. You guys aren't like into sports a ton, right?
I don't care.
But like, I bring this cooler with me pretty much to camp. We go every week.
Yeah.
And I bring this cooler, and I just get excited about football coming back, and it probably won't come back, and it's disappointing me a little bit. So this cooler gives me some comfort.
And what's in the cooler?
I got some goodies. A random Michelob Ultra.
Can't drink on 75 hard, so
I'm not on it.
you doing it?
There it is.
Oh, the painter will fix that.
Okay, I brought goodies for you guys too, though.
Nice.
My favorite.
Sparkling water.
Sparkling water.
Yeah. Okay, anyways.
Do we do the sound effect?
Oh, do it.
It's gonna be a little boomy. Thank you.
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
That smells good.
Does it though?
Sure does.
It's a chemical. It's got
If
legs.
you were gonna drink this on 75 hard or something, I feel like it could be this. Like they always have the fitness commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like people working out and they like finish with like
Now-
slamming a
now
beer
it's
ball.
Discovery. So how many calories are in that, John?
95.
Oh my god.
Do you know how many calories are in a can or bottle of Guinness?
Oh,
Like
400,
250.
right?
No, like 110.
What?
110
Yeah.
calories?
Yeah.
So like just a bit more than that.
Yeah, so why the hell would you drink that shit? Sorry, Michelob. When you could have Guinness
Ooh, that's
for like
sponsorship.
20 calories more?
That's what. Wait.
Wait, that can't be true.
We looked it up.
Because you're craving to drink so much, you're like, let's look up how many calories.
We had
I
to.
always thought Guinness was like a meal, right?
Yeah,
Like you drink it,
yeah,
you're like, all
that
right,
was what I thought.
I was
It's-
hungry now.
It's a meal. The bottle and like, nope.
Yeah, that was a
That's a
snack
cool
when
fun
when Lindsay and I went to Ireland. Like that was a snack.
And now they have the organic Mick Ultra.
Oh jeez.
Next thing you know, they'll be putting seltzer water in that and making it orange, lime, and lemon. And
I'll buy it. Sure, scoop it right
I feel
up.
like they already do that. That's
Out of the
that's
case.
called Bud Light Seltzer, right?
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah,
Or Blue Light Seltzer now.
they're all.
Yikes.
Everybody's on 75 hard.
Yep.
All right, today's show is about overcoming insecurities to grow your personal brand. This topic comes from the world now creating content online. I mean, we're all social distancing, and creating your personal brand is something that, I don't know, past decade, I guess, is really become a thing, right?
Yeah.
Where,
Unfiltered content.
yeah, you create videos, you do podcasts like this.
You document as opposed to create.
Yeah, and in your world, business development and in-person events, whenever we get back to that, people don't really think of their personal brand as something that is offline, right? The buzzword personal brand means like, oh, content, videos, podcasts, and all that plays, but people don't really think about their personal brand when it comes to just regular everyday interaction. So super interesting concept, kind of combining the two. But in your so pre you getting into like NoBull and blueprints and creating content online, you know, what's your definition of personal brand?
So it's funny, you know, since COVID has happened, I think a lot more people are concerned about what their personal brand is, or, you know, really their side hustle. So if somebody is trying to increase their personal brand, you know, like my suggestion has been, look, there's plenty of things that you can do that are, you know, cost effective or no cost, and that you can just, you know, do on your own. So you're putting out, I call it neutral content. So if you've got a day job and you've got one side hustle, two side hustles, you're just putting out stuff that is generally feel good, motivational, uplifting, you know, things like that. And
But what about like, so offline, right? So what does personal brand mean when you're not talking about social media, when you're not talking about content on the internet?
yep.
Because that's a point that I think people are getting sucked into the internet, and that's where your personal brand goes, and they forget that your personal brand is like when you meet somebody on the
Always
street
on.
with a mask on and they say like, hey, what's up? And like, you don't recognize them, and like you treat them one way, or you like pass them by and they're like, I don't know. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
I think it's about authenticity. So being authentic, being humble, doing, you know, good things for everybody, regardless of whether it's the guy who's, you know, cleaning the floors here, or it's, you know, the guy that owns the building.
yeah,
That you're treating them all equally the same, with the same kind of kindness.
And if you're going to be an asshole, then be it across the board, online and in person.
yeah.
But
Stay consistent.
stay consistent.
You know, and be a giver. You know,
Be a giver,
you know, like Gary always talked about jab, jab, jab. You know, right hook. Like, you know, I've always just tried to be the person giving. Like, don't go in with the ask right away, because then you're gonna be a douche. You know, and it's like, oh, so you're really this is just all about you and what's in it for you.
Yeah.
If you give, you know, first, then the ask later on when you actually do need it is authentic again,
Yeah.
and you're much more likely to get a great response and a sure. I'll help you. I'll do this. I'll do that.
In post, I want them to do give. Just
over and over again.
I just want them to just when he was like give. Do that in post.
They'll probably keep all of this.
Yep.
Also, what made me laugh too is I wish I said it while I was describing the mask, like you walking up to somebody with like a mask on.
Me?
No,
Or
like
anybody.
I was just using that example
yeah.
of like on the sidewalk, like you're walking by
yeah.
somebody and they're like, "Hey," and you like don't recognize them. I thought of it immediately when I stopped. Of like, what? I couldn't hear you. Can you take your mask off?
Well, now they've got the clear masks. So
Do they?
Oh
yeah.
So you can see them out.
see the face.
No way.
Which for people that are deaf and lip read, that's huge.
I
For
have
lip
seen-
readers, it's
I've been
huge.
in the Adirondacks too long.
But this is, I don't want to get off
Right.
topic, but the people that wear their mask and stick their nose out, like, and it doesn't cover their nose, it's one of my biggest pet peeves. I hope it's neither one of you, but it's one of my biggest pet peeves.
You can develop a safety, like a mask safety. So like somebody pulls it down and it like flips up a thing over their nose,
Like you can't, or it locks onto your nose, or like, I don't know, they're just,
endlessly flips up.
I've got to get a different mask.
if you're
Because the
gonna wear a
problem
mask,
with
cover
the
your
mask
freaking
is
nose.
the glasses.
oh, because it
I
goes
feel
up
like
the
that
thing.
one's coming. Somebody's got to be
Well, they've
inventing
got
one
them.
with
They've got
clips or
the
something.
dual their cartridges in there.
Oh, so it goes in. But
It's in my basket.
well, you
ready
could
to
do
go.
it. What my buddy does, who wears glasses, and he tucks it under his glasses, so it's like right here, and then he puts his
Yeah.
glasses over the top. Nothing ever fogs.
You make like little suspenders, like mask suspenders for your glasses.
God, I hate it.
You clip them right on.
Anyway,
Holy
so
cow, we went
that was
hard
right
left turn.
But
So overcoming
overcoming
insecurities is the
insecurities.
point. How did you do it? How did I do it? How did you do it? To growing your personal brand. So
How
just want
am I doing it? It's present tense.
right.
Like this is not easy.
So to establish a foundation, we're talking about your personal brand out in the world,
Mhm.
interactive, face-to-face world, which we're not in now, but we will go back to. We were in.
Right.
And then a bigger piece maybe that I think could help people in this particular world, because they can't see people face-to-face, is overcoming insecurities
Mhm.
on camera or
Yeah. So
in social
if you
content.
broke it down into steps, it would start with, who are you? Analyze who you truly are. No bullshit, no lying to yourself, right? Who are you? And the authenticity of that, start there. And then step 2 will be, how do we take that
Yeah.
and like get it out to the world, whether it's in person or it's over the internet. And then that's where we're at.
Here's my in-person tip. Easy. So you're at the grocery store, wherever you are out in public, safety in mind. Start by doing this. As you're walking down the aisle and you see somebody, don't look away from them. Don't look down. Don't look at your phone like pretending something. Look them in the face and just say hi. Smile, just say hi, and keep on walking. Like, and you do that enough times,
Get comfortable.
you get comfortable and it gets a little bit easier, and then you move on to the next thing. You know?
Love it. Love
You
it.
know what's crazy is I consider myself a fairly confident person, but I still do that. Like I still
What do you mean?
will go into Wegmans and like
Oh, really?
won't
You're like a blinders kind of guy?
won't look at, like not all the time. It depends on who. Like I don't know, but like the majority of the time, I'm like, I don't even know. I just realized it. Like I just like was picturing myself in the grocery
Shame
store,
on you.
and I'm like, yeah, like I don't look
Make
at
it like
people.
a contest.
Is it because like I want to get grocery shopping done really fast and I don't want to have a conversation with anybody, or is it because like
Yeah, and you don't even have to have the chit chat. Just, hey, how are you today?
Yeah.
How are you? Hi. How you doing? Hi. Hi, how are you?
I just
That is
stare
it.
at people until they move from where I want to get to. Like,
You
know
give
what
them
I
that
mean?
awkward stare. Hey, you getting bananas today? What's in the basket over there?
no, you can't talk to them because then that makes
No,
it
you
okay.
don't talk.
But you just
look
stare
at him.
uncomfortably. But that's an excellent tip, and I think that like that's one
That
that
helps.
a lot of people would have a tough time with. The
Al
first few
does that at the
times.
cooler door. He's like, that's when he stares him down. Like, I need to get in there. Are you gonna open the door?
No, it's a great tip though, because if you're uncomfortable talking to people or you're uncomfortable public speaking, which the majority of the world is,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
is that the number one
Fear?
fear people have other than like death?
I've heard that.
It's up
I
there
think
for a lot
death
of
is like
people.
first and then public speaking is next. I
Yeah.
mean, fact check it, but
It makes sense
it's
though
up
because
there.
it's like the fear of judgment
Oh.
is like drives human beings at all levels, no matter who you are.
Yeah, that's a quick one because there's no feedback. It's just like they either say hi back or they don't,
Yeah, they're
and
not
then you
gonna
keep
shun
going.
you.
Right,
Yeah.
nothing bad's going to happen from you saying hello feeling more comfortable with a little eye contact.
Well, and the other thing is somebody could be having a super shitty day. So, and you're not going to measure this. You don't know, but
Right.
wouldn't it be awesome, like if you just smiled and said hello and you made that person's day, and who knows how that's going to impact them for the rest of their day?
And, pick and choose. If like it's an attractive man or woman with their spouse, maybe say hello to both of them. Let's not start trouble in the grocery store. Like,
You got to clean up on aisle 13.
Yeah.
can you imagine like, hey, how are you?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Or if they have a child, make sure you say hi to like all of them, not just the child.
Yeah, like, hey guys. Or I don't even know if that'll work.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
But
let us know next week.
Let us know.
You know what I do when I'm, this
Send
is a
video.
little sidebar, but same topic, is when I run and a car, oncoming car, every single car
Give him the head nod.
that moves over a little bit, I wave it. Yeah. Every time.
Yeah. I wave at everybody running.
Every time. No matter where I am, if they don't move over, I don't wave to them.
Wow. Wait, what?
If they don't, if they just
You snub them if they try to like run your ass over.
if they try to hit me with the side mirror, I don't wave at them.
It's the guy that does the bulldog. You ever do the bulldog when you were in high school?
What's that?
You pull up next to somebody and and they're right behind you. You just open the door and like. Poof.
Oh, no.
Used to call that the bulldog.
Never did that.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Wish I was still in high school. I'd give people the bulldog in the high school parking lot.
Somebody the
You know,
bulldog
be going
right
like
downtown today.
be going like 5 miles an hour, not too fast. But just give them
You don't identify the door.
Yeah. So anyway,
yeah.
say hello to people. That's the first step in like gaining some confidence.
Big fan of that tip.
Which is I love that tip, man.
Yeah.
I already do that. I'll tell you the other thing. If you don't want to be the initiator, test this. Just even if you have to like lie to yourself or fake it, position yourself and walk with confidence and with a smile, and just walk with intention. Even if you're going to get milk or whatever, walk with intention, and see how many people say hello to you. I'm serious.
I just had a vision
of what? Son of a bitch. Why?
I had a vision in my head of you like walking down the grocery store aisle
like Johnny Bravo,
with your ass cheek squeezed and just like.
Oh,
with intent, and I'm moving through the aisle. I don't know why.
Rob, how did we get here?
I don't know, but I wish we need to hire
you don't
a
need
cartoonist.
To clench your ass, just with a smile.
We need to hire a cartoonist anytime we have
animate.
like visuals or like describing something that we thought like
a little bubble,
the mask thing. No, it actually covered. You know how you'll be watching a video, and then they'll cover it over with like a cartoon. And they'll like act out what they're saying. So my mask example of like somebody saying like what I can't hear you, that would turn it into a cartoon.
I love
this. You would turn into a cartoon, and
my ass clenching down.
We could show how tight. What just happened?
Pay no attention, folks.
Did a bomb
go
off?
Is it the end of the
It's
world?
5:00. Guess what happens at 5:00?
The air conditioning shuts off.
Well, everyone, you just got to experience our first studio blunder. I don't know.
I was thinking.
Were you thinking blunder?
Wow, and the sound quality should go up by maybe 10 times.
Yeah.
So here's the deal: we have to film after 5.
Do we give more echo?
Or well before 5.
Or well before
for
5.
Consistency. Well, let's hope this turns out okay.
Okay, there it is.
Anyway,
so tip for in person. Love it. So now let's move online. Right, so this is the world. Everybody.
Funny story for you afterwards.
Is can we tell it on the podcast?
It's not a big deal, but I was walking with confidence the other day, like on a walk,
down the sidewalk,
doing the whatever, down the sidewalk. And this guy from across the street, everybody was saying hello to me. Everybody, because I was like, I was going, I felt good. I had the pink hat on. People were like,
like chest bump? What was that?
I was more like peacock.
Oh,
it was like
your feathers came out?
I was
it sounds like
I was like and I was going right through my neighborhood. Everybody was like, hey, whatever. I as a Leo, I was like, well, it must be my
stuck
energy.
in a late 80s movie, teenage like Teen Wolf or something.
Yeah, I had a Letterman jacket on.
It's the purple
and this guy goes, hey man, I voted for you for supervisor. And I was like, yeah, thanks, man. I was like, appreciate you, brother.
This really happened?
Swear to God.
Okay.
Well, I'm not running for supervisor.
That was going to be my next question.
No, I mean, I think he had something going on. But I thought, this is what happens when you just change your mentally shift. You get out there with confidence. You feel good. People start putting you in office and elect you for things you're not even running for. it draws in energy, and it's
so next year if Al's off the podcast, it's because he's now a politician.
I'm town supervisor.
Yeah. Okay, so online, right? So different beast people are not used to. In fact, there's a lot of people that are sales, business development, need face-to-face. They're like, I hate this online thing.
And there's a lot of sales guys
and
that can't do it. Like they can't do face-to-face. They're very bad at it.
Oh, the other way around, you mean?
I'm saying there's a lot of sales people that are very insecure and they're not comfortable. And as a salesperson, you have to like learn to get comfortable, whether you're in person or whether.
Oh, right.
Like they're in a position where they have to be comfortable,
right?
And they're not.
Yeah. So those professions are now all online, creating content or doing Zoom calls and things like that, right? So like, how do you get over those insecurities of, I don't know how to create content. To like, not Zoom calls because that's different. That's a meeting, but like creating a video. We get, at Good Mouse, we're getting all sorts of inbound requests of like, how do I create videos? I see your videos, and I'm just shelling out kind of tips and advice and things like that. And Steve, we have a mutual contact who started to do it. And the biggest reason people hit these roadblocks is like fear of judgment. Fear of nobody's going to care what I'm going to say, or I'm going to
think I'm stupid, or it's corny.
Somebody's going to think, I look bad, or like, whatever it miit be. It's like the same thing that people have in person, but like amplified because now the internet can see it. Now it's out there, right?
Right.
But it really is no more it's no more simple than just being like true to yourself and putting the content out there. It's the most excruciating thing to do. But once you do it, you will find that all of your closest supporters will like fuel and like lift you up, right? Unless you're just a terrible person, like you said.
Right.
In person, you're going to be a terrible person, or
if people don't like you, they're not going to like you online either.
Of like making fun of people, like that's not going to go well. But like own whatever it is: video games, beer tasting, tech nerd, wine tasting. Yeah. You want to talk about construction and then like geek out on. It doesn't matter what it is. Right. There's people out there that love it. So for your business, whether you're an assistant. Or it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Teachers, like I know teachers that are massive influencers on social media, and it's their personalities and
here's a great
sharing
example.
Stories about them and their students.
So, young lady I know today just happened. Great example. So
let's name her Trisha.
Let's not.
Okay.
I'll explain why later.
Beatrice.
Okay. Sandy.
No, let's go with Sandy. We'll call her Sandy. So Sandy is a young mom.
Okay.
Young boy, 3-4 years old, not working, and she's home, and because of school and everything else, she thinks she's going to be home for a while. So she's been deliberating in her head of whether or not what she should do for content. So finally, she went to her car today. She's like, our house is so small. I can't find any place quiet to do this. I've had these ideas. I was going to do a podcast, but now I'm just going to do a YouTube channel, and I'm going to do it in my car, and I'm okay with it. And she's like, I was worried about my makeup. I was worried about my hair. And then she's like, I don't really put any makeup on and do my hair anyway, so why do I care? And she says, I'm just going to start talking to people about my anxiety and PTSD, and I'm going to do it in my car.
She's going to win.
Yep.
She's going to win.
Super authentic, real, down to earth, and somebody like nobody gives a shit that she's in her car because she's delivering something from her heart. Like we said before, just being authentic. And so multiple people will relate to her
100%
because she's just being her.
100%. The craziest thing, and everyone overthinks it, is that like being your true core self as much as possible will grow your personal brand and be most successful and connect the most people because it's like osmosis. Like you can feel when somebody else is just being completely authentic.
Yeah. And it is wildly attractive. You're immediately drawn to them because you're like, oh, that's fun. Like that's cool.
Yeah. It's this weird sensation too.
Awesome.
I was reading an article once. I don't remember exactly what this phenomenon is called or whatever, but it's like people respect you for being you. Right? So not only do you feel like the walls are broken down because you're like, oh, this person, you're being completely honest right now, and you're being you. So like I now trust you more because I identify that.
Unless you're authentically an asshole, then that's a different story.
True. Then there's wall and out the door. But but the other thing that happens too is that it like makes it okay for you to be yourself.
Yeah.
When you're around that person. Right? So that authenticity just like bleeds out into the people around you, which does probably what a lot of people want, which is build your network. You know, if you're starting a business and this is a personal brand, like it draws people to you and allows them to like follow you and enjoy it.
This topic is, yes, it's for personal brand and how to do that. But let's say there's no personal brand, there's no business, you're not interested in that at all. These things grow you, period. They grow your character, they grow your makeup, they grow you. And that helps your personal brand because they are connected. They're one and the same. Yeah. But, people have to let go and really allow themselves to be who they are. And that's the game changer. I had a friend once, so right along that example, hadn't seen her in a while. I saw her, got together, we were talking about something personal, just nothing to do with business. Yeah. And I was just looking her in the eyes when I was talking to her. She told me later on, like a couple of weeks later, she's like, she was super uncomfortable. With you? Looking her in the eye?
Because I was looking at her in the eye when I was having a conversation. She's like, people don't do that. And she's like I was really like taken aback, by you just making eye contact when you're having a conversation.
It's a fine line,
It's a strange thing, though.
Because was it the first time you met her? Or like
we went to school together. So I hadn't seen her in I don't know, probably a year or two.
First time in a while.
That should be a whole nother
first time in a while.
whole other episode is eye contact.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was an exercise I did with somebody that was this is out there, I'm sure, but look at somebody, look eye to eye, do it for a minute and see and watch what happens. What? You can blink how many times, but the dynamic shifts that happen with looking at somebody in the eye for a minute, crazy.
It's I'm just gonna stare at you for.
I know. I could do it. I got real good at it.
You know what's weird though?
Just make sure you brush your teeth.
It's
what?
you go yeah.
I was like, yeah, because you got some of those people. They call them close talkers.
No, you're not.
Right? So they're making eye contact.
Yeah, I'm going to give them a big stiff arm if nobody's coming that close, especially right now.
Just hold an extra spare toothbrush.
Yeah, there's my authenticity. I'll be like, you're going to need to take about 40 steps back.
But eye contact can be very different too, because if picture somebody who's so confident they're borderline cocky, and then their eye contact is like
that's uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't like that one bit.
They're dominating eye contact. Then picture somebody
power suit, power tie.
Yeah,
power hat.
Ooh, power size.
No.
All right. Power so you gotta have power underwear though. I mean, there's that one pair in your drawer that just.
I can't say that I do.
No,
no.
Because he doesn't wear any. He goes commando.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyways, so then picture somebody who's super empathetic and understanding and that eye contact, right? It's very different, right?
Different set of eyes.
Yep.
What's it mean when you're having a conversation with somebody and they look upwards and left?
They're thinking. Is this a quiz?
Close.
I was they're thinking.
I would think that's
been written.
Oh wait, up and to the left,
or
up and to the right is thinking. My bad.
So if you look at me and I'm
they're lying.
They're lying.
Really?
Yep. They're telling stories, making shit up.
See, I always thought
I go that if I'm
oh wow,
it's been written about.
Well, we'll see.
Watch.
What's up and to the right?
Up and to the right is thinking. If I said
that feels weird to do right now.
Because you're forcing it.
Am I an ambi looker?
Let's try it. John, what is the square root of 135?
I'm definitely left.
You're a liar.
You're right. I'm right. I gotta go right.
So back to the digital world.
Anyway, what did we talk about? We said authenticity.
Yeah.
Step one, who are you really? Getting that out there. The first easy step is just look at people and like
and smile.
Be friendly and smile. You don't have to have conversations. That's step 2. Like just start to interact with other humans in a genuine way. Step 3. What did we say step 3 was?
Did we get to step 3?
I don't know. Maybe. Did we? Don't lie.
Don't look up and
Don't look up and to the left or the right.
Yeah.
Just don't look up, period.
Don't look down.
And don't look down.
So I actually have a tactical tip for people looking to create content online that are deathly afraid of like putting something out there.
Spit it.
Is you have your phone. Can't spit. COVID. You have your phone. Record whatever it is. Like most of the time, it's going to be video. Like people don't.
Yeah.
They're okay with posting photos and things like that generally. So it's usually video. So if you're deathly afraid, but you want to create content for yourself, your personal brand, your business, whatever it is, maybe you want to talk about video games, even though you're an insurance salesman. I don't know, but record and have a little pod of people that you know that you send it out to. It's like step 1. Right? You're not looking for like necessarily feedback, although you could ask it. You have to take it with a grain of salt because they're your friends. So it's not necessarily going to be like authentic, but send it out to get used to just creating the content.
Right.
Without being afraid of the feedback. Because what happens is if you record your content and then you release it, number 1 is you're probably going to re-record. No, I didn't like that. I'm going to trash that. I'm going to film this again.
Hundreds of times.
Yeah.
I've done
So
that.
if you get in that loop, it's a dangerous loop to get into.
So you're saying record it, post it.
No.
Oh,
send it.
Or send it.
Yes. Don't post it.
Yeah, my bad.
Record it, send it to the 5 or 10 people who you trust. Because now what you'll do is you'll practice the content creation and not be so terrified of doing it certain ways to make it perfect and post it live.
Right.
So now you'll get used to creating the content, sending it to Al, sending it to Rob, sending it to my brother, sending it to Lindsay, sending it out to people and texting it to them. Yeah. Most likely. Or like DMing if you want to use social media. And just start doing that.
Just start doing it so you get comfortable in that space.
And once you start getting comfortable with the topics, like a lot of times people don't know what to talk about.
Right.
When they're like, everyone has a wealth of knowledge in their brain about something. Right? You could be a stock person at Wegmans and be like, I'm the best fucking product facer in the world. I'll tell you how to face products like, I don't know, whatever. Maybe not that, but.
Could be. And for the love of God, could you stop making the stupid damn duck face? Please.
I do that.
Cut it out.
I do that, Rob.
What if they're excellent at the duck face?
Yeah.
Have you seen an excellent duck face?
I have seen a couple of them.
If you've seen an excellent one, then that should be the model. The shit where you look like you're getting ready to like, I don't even
Found
know.
Rob's pet peeve, by the way. Just now.
Did we strike a chord there?
You know, the knee bump and the duck face at the same time.
Wait, knee bump?
Yeah.
What?
You know?
Where? What?
Have you not seen it? Come on.
No.
Are you in the dark
when the
web?
women-
Where they squat? Like
no,
they
when the women stand there and they like kick the one knee out to the side.
What?
Come on, you
I'm
guys
gonna look
not
it up.
notice that?
I don't know.
Look it up.
I mean, you're talking about the like
That one girl?
where one leg's straight,
It
one
was
leg's
an
bent?
injury.
Yeah.
Oh.
She literally played soccer. And it was,
Yeah. She hit her face, which her lip blew up.
I think we should give her a break. Her knee was literally dislocated.
Rob's like, no exceptions.
No exceptions.
It started somewhere.
No excuses.
Then it took off and went viral. The knee bump and the duck face.
Do we challenge our listeners to post? So you were saying what to talk about. You could literally say like one thing you're grateful for. A 30-second video.
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't
I'm
have to be
grateful for
knowledge.
this. Boom. And that's it. Do we challenge our listeners to take a video of themselves saying something like, I'm grateful for this. Less than 30 seconds.
And let's drop a hashtag.
Drop a hashtag. You can pick it. You're the marketing guy. And post it in the comments of this episode.
What do you think, John?
Sure. Well, it depends on where, because they can't post videos in some place.
In the comments?
Can you?
Yeah. And you can post videos on Facebook and...
Well, I was going to say like just on Facebook, I think.
Okay.
Not
Well, then...
not on Instagram.
Let's think this through. There's
got to
be a way for them to submit video to us. Like
DM?
a simple way. Yeah, sure. DM works.
Yeah.
Send a little snippet. 30 seconds or less. Send it to us. Engage.
We'll be your
And we'll be your trusted
pod.
test group.
We'll be your trust pod.
We'll pick our favorite. And What can we do for our favor?
I don't know. We can talk this through.
We'll be your test pod. You can send it, DM it to us on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. So hold on, that's step one. Yeah. So step one is to
do it.
Send it to your test pod. Send it to your friends, because you will hone your craft at creating your content. Right. Mm-hmm. So then step two is once you feel comfortable enough creating the content, go back. Look at all your old stuff and like you'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that or did that or whatever, like blah, 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 blah. And then create your honed in content and then have your friends vote on the best one, like the funniest one, the most informational one,
right? Most genuine
most genuine one.
Yeah.
Like, well,
which is the winner, typically.
You crushed that topic. Like that was really engaging, and then post that one, right? And then when you post that one, by the way, this is for people who are very insecure of posting. If you're like ready to crush it, you don't have to take these steps.
Or if you're, you can just post it too and not be so afraid if you're, right?
Right. Yeah. This is only for people who are very insecure.
Sure.
So if now when you post it, in your comments, post that you're very insecure. Right?
Say it. Like,
be
this is
super
hard
honest.
For me. Yeah.
This is super hard for me. Like I've already recorded 3 to 10 or 30 episodes or whatever it is, and be honest in the caption, because now you automatically like break down anybody's walls, and people will be like, great job. Like, by the way, if you get a comment of some spam who's like, your video sucks, like ignore it, because those are just bots. Those aren't even real people.
Well, anything negative, ignore.
Yeah,
just
pretty much. No, and seriously, it's probably a bot that is just there to like, it's this whole like commenting stream and things like that.
I hate social media, but anyway.
But you will open up people to now saying like, great job in your first video. Loved it when you talked about this. Oh, I would love for you to post. Like, you will open people up to like supporting you.
And you never know if somebody needs to hear what you said,
right?
That day. And then they start to like it, then they start to share it because...
Yeah, and the encouragement to see you taking the first difficult step gives them encouragement to be like, I'm not alone. Like, this is hard for a lot of people, And that's a huge first step, and it's beneficial to you, the poster, or the content creator, but it's actually more beneficial to the people watching that need to see someone like you be vulnerable.
Yeah. Love it.
It was a nice moment.
Good episode.
Quiet.
Cool.
It's very quiet in here now.
It's great in here.
Welcome to the ShareQ Studios, everyone.
My name is Al.
All right, as always, we are super appreciative for everyone watching or listening. If you heard a giant bomb go off in the middle of this episode, that was just our air conditioning. No worries. We're okay. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Don't forget, we're here every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, on IGTV now, Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, everywhere. All the good places. So now is the time when we cheers to life, love, lots of laughter, and ass out, one shoulder, twisted neck hugs that you give people that you really don't want to hug but have to. Really testing my vocabulary. I can't even speak right now.